she's still a woman. She was like, I don't care. So all these acts come out, right? And you would think, I mean, Charlie Wilson came out, they doing Keep Running, you know, everything's great. Mary J comes out, and she's doing all her songs. She's like, yeah, I'm searching for a real love. Then all of a sudden she said, no bullshit, she said, I'll be right back. Walks off the stage, comes back with a different pair of shoes on, comes out, and she's like, all right, I'm ready now. I don't know if she was drunk, I don't know what happened. She's like this, and next thing you know, I started catching feelings because she's starting to sing the song, My Life, you know, and she's like, if you look in my life, you see what I see. And I'm like, yeah, that's my song. Oh no. And I'm sitting there with my husband, I'm like, oh my God. And so she's just sitting there, and you can just see, as a performer, the pain in her face. You know what I mean? And I know she was thinking about when she was with the ugly dude from Josie. And I know that she was like, I'm so embarrassed. Because I just went through an embarrassing situation like that too. I mean, he had periodontal disease. His smile was not fabulous. I was hoping that he would lose some weight at some point in time. And I just really want to slap his grandmother, because whoever raised me, be like, they're like, don't slap his grandmother. I will slap his grandmother because somebody co-signed all this that you're doing right now. And I feel that somebody should be held responsible. It's either her or the dog. And if I see her at Target parking lot, I'm hitting her ass with one of them bread shopping carts. I don't have time. And this guy sees me, and I'm like, you know what I mean? He's fine, and you know, he just walks up, come here, no, I'm not coming over there. So he comes over, we're talking, he thinks he's fine, right? So I was like, what's wrong with your teeth? And he's like, oh yeah, they need to be shaved down, and because you gotta bring them down tonight. So, no, you do. When you come over here with me and you want to eat, this is what I do, I'm like, word, but did you die? Okay, come back before you say the Lord. So I remember thinking I was in love, and then I was like, oh my God, he was the greatest. Then I remember he broke my fucking heart. I remember that like it was yesterday, and I was like, and I hope he dies. And so I'm sitting there listening to die. And it's okay to hope people die. Like if you're going to go around and ruin their lives like that, you should just die. Like just die. So no one else has to suffer, you know. So we're sitting there, and I remember where I was at the time. I'm like, yes. And you know, like I'm a gangster. Like I will slap somebody's grandmother. I just told you. So I'm just like feeling some kind of way, and I'm like, oh my God. And my girlfriend's like, don't do it. And then she crying, I'm crying off the wrong song. Like there was nothing emotional about the song. Like remember the song I'm Not Gonna Cry? You would have thought I was gonna cry on that, but I hate that song because I was, you know, you shouldn't cry. Forget him, he left me for the white lady that was at the job in the movie Women in Town. It's free, you shouldn't cry. So when she's doing all these songs, that's when I realized that I was really sensitive, and that I was feminine, and that I did have a heart, and that Mary J, and one of the powers of the arts and what we do is to be able to evoke emotion at any given time from any given person for any given reason. So in that moment, I got one lady over here, she getting it, and I'm over here like, you know, and so at that moment, Mary J, in my mind, put herself above Jill Scott, she put herself above Lionel Richie, she put herself against all the other artists that I did not have an emotional connection with. So my hope for tonight is that somebody else that comes up on the stage and blesses this mic in a non-sexual way, connects with you in some way, shape, or form. All the time, you know, when I go see spoken word, when I perform at the Apache Cafe down in Atlanta, where it's been known that Kanye West will just come in, rip the mic, walk out, members of the gang band come in, rip the mic, walk out. It's just a small place, it's maybe a quarter of the size of this. But I was happiest, I was at home, but in that moment, when you're on the stage, you know, not everybody connects with a yelling tone. You know, you're like, well, what did you say? I don't understand what you're saying. So what we do in the arts, whether it's writing music, whether it's dancing, whether it's singing, it's all impacting everything. You know, I've seen some people do street hip hop dancing and it affected me in a way because I'm like, wow, she did the pop, rock, and rock. That was back in my, you know, and it just can bring me to a place. So what I'm hoping is that when we perform here on the stage, that we can connect with them in some way and make sure that we're getting the cadences of what they're saying and make sure that we're understanding what they're saying. Because I don't think that this group of people here is here just by accident. I think that we're all here on purpose and for a reason.